Watch This, boys. That's where we are.
That's where we are. We went right into it.
That was great.
I know. You know what I finally got? The Apple TV Plus Apple thing.
Nice. Apple TV Plus,
Apple,
right.
Apple
Nobody
TV.
knows what the name of that is.
No. Nope. Apple Play.
Yeah.
Right. I know
Apple
it's a
TV
plus
Play.
because that plus is very bright.
Apple TV Play for TVs.
Yeah.
I got that now.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
It is good.
It
What are
is
you
good.
watching? What are you watching?
I watched all of the first season of Ted Lasso.
You watched all of it.
The entire first season of Ted Lasso.
Fantastic.
Yep. I knew that would make you happy.
It does make me. What did you think?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's the best TV show of the last year.
How can I get
That's
Mrs.
sitcom.
GB to watch more of it? What's the phrase that pays?
Does she like wholesome things?
We watched 2 or 3 episodes of it so far, and for her it was sort of meh.
Really?
Yeah.
Is your wife dead inside? That's the real question. Because if so, I got nothing for you.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about that show that does not. It's too cutesy for her, maybe.
I don't know, maybe. I like it. I liked it a lot. I mean, it definitely is a very Bill Lawrence-y show, which is what I was hoping for. And you ever watch Scrubs, GB? Does she like Scrubs?
No, we don't watch that shit.
What are you talking? What's shit?
I don't know. That sounds like that's for kids. Scrubs. It's not for kids.
You never watch Scrubs? Hasn't been on in a long time. It was a sitcom that ran for 10 years.
I watched
the first 6 years. Maybe the best sitcom of its era. Maybe.
I couldn't
really
tell
good.
you a single actor or actress that is on that show, or a character, or anything. I guess it's about doctors.
Yeah. Yes. Zach
oh,
Braff was the star of that show.
Couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
No, I think it's on Hulu. I would recommend that. I would recommend that.
Hulu,
for you.
I know Hulu.
Maybe you watch some of the first season. You
No.
might like it.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I don't know if he's not watching Ted Lasso, if he's going back to watch Scrubs at this
Scrubs.
point.
I'm like, Scrubs is one of my favorite shows of all time, so I was excited to see that, and I didn't realize how much Jason Sudeikis was really involved in the show, other than being Ted Lasso. Like how much of the writing and even the editing he did for that show. So
that is a well-crafted show.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a very good show.
I'm going to get through it with Mrs. GB.
Yeah. I highly recommend it. We watched one episode of Mythic Quest too. That's the only other thing.
That's an okay show. I've talked about that several times.
Yeah, I know you
I'm
have.
all caught up on that one.
I watched, like I said, we watched the first episode. So I don't know. It seems like it might be a little more sloggy than Ted Lasso.
It's no Ted Lasso. That's for sure.
But Ted Lasso
it's
season
watchable.
2 is in like a week. So
Right.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
The latest episodes of Mythic Quest are really heady. I would say like they're all about the older guy, the writer.
Mm-hmm.
They've all been about him the last 2 episodes.
F. Murray Abraham.
C.W. Longbottom.
Yeah, F. Murray Abraham.
No, his name is C.W. Longbottom.
No, his name. The actor's name is F. Murray Abraham.
They don't ever say that in the show.
No, they don't. Did you ever see the movie Last Action Hero?
I did see the movie Last Action Hero.
I know. That's why I figured that's where you would know.
I had the CD as well.
Remember when the kid says
big guns? I remember they say big guns.
Yes, AC/DC.
Yeah.
When the little kid points to the guy, he goes, "He's a bad guy," and Arnold Schwarzenegger goes, "How can you tell?" And he goes, "Because he killed Mozart."
Right.
That's F. Murray Abraham.
I have seen Amadeus as well.
And Scarface.
Yeah, he killed Salieri. Yeah.
Spoiler, he gets
C.W. Longbottom.
Yeah, that's him.
He's always the bad guy, I guess.
He's 80 now. Anyway.
What else we got here?
I know that at least 2 of us are watching Lego Masters.
I'm one of the 2.
I am the other one of the 2. Again, Cheapy with his, I don't know what that is.
I'm assuming it's a show about guys who can build Legos.
It sure is.
Wasn't, of course, now I can't remember his name. Flynn on that show?
Yes.
Flynn was on that last year. Yes.
Season 1, yes.
Yes, that's cool. That's the only reason I support that show.
Mm-hmm. It's a good show.
It is a good show. I enjoy watching that with my family, other than when they play the Conjuring movie trailers during the Hulu ads.
That's crazy. I'm glad I don't watch it on Hulu. Not that my kids would care.
Conjuring is a horror movie? or something?
Yeah, they're up to like, I don't know. This is like 3 or 4.
Okay.
I was
Conjurings
gonna
of
say,
this-
I think
they keep conjuring.
all in. I think isn't there like 7 or 8 because the Annabelle movies are part of that too.
Oh yeah, the Annabelle movies are part of that as well.
Mhm.
I only saw the first Conjuring, which was pretty good. They're like PG, or at least the first one was. They're like PG-13 horror.
Yeah, and they're
But it-
based on a true story.
Yeah, all of them are based on true stories. It's
The
all like,
two people, it's Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga were real people. Well, not the actors, obviously, but the characters they play are real people.
Nice.
Right.
Mhm.
I don't know if the people who play the like demons are real people.
Oh yeah, no, those are real too.
Do you know
Based on
their
a true
names?
story.
Is that Beelzebub? Who is that?
Pazuzu. It's Pazuzu.
Pazuzu. Okay.
Did all of us watch Loki?
I watched both episodes of Loki.
Oh, I only watched one.
I have
Wow.
watched 0. On average, we've watched 1 episode of Loki.
There you go. On that, we average 1 episode.
It was fine. I guess. I don't know.
It's not an action show.
There was no karate in that episode at all.
No, it's not an action show. Although I knew that going in. I'm like, I wasn't expecting it to be an action show. I'm like, this is going to be a slow burn show.
I
which I'm
also
fine.
I was not expecting Owen Wilson either.
He's great in it though.
Is he?
You know? Yeah.
Okay. He seems like
Okay.
Owen Wilson. In the first
like Owen
episode,
Wilson.
it's he's very clearly Owen Wilson in the first
Where's
episode.
the time burrow? That's my Owen Wilson impersonation. That's as good as I got.
You should work on that for next week because I
Yeah,
think it's gonna be pretty easy to get that impression down.
Mhm.
Just watch one more episode of Loki and you'll be there. It was all right. I like the visual style of it. I like, of the time travel association.
Yeah, there's like
what's it
a
called?
Fallout aesthetic with a lot of the art and
Yes.
and deco. So
Yes.
I'm gonna watch it. I just haven't yet.
no, I think you'll like it. I don't know if you're gonna love it, but I think you'll like it.
I think I'll like this better than Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, it's a different show. It's not trying to be too much.
It also has a character that is a character from the movies that I liked.
Loki.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcon and Winter Soldier had characters that were along for the ride in those movies.
Yes, Loki has a complete arc in those films.
Yeah.
And what makes the Loki show interesting is that it's a Loki that didn't get to finish the arc that we know he's supposed to have.
It's a very heady show, I guess.
It is. Yeah.
I have to think
Yes.
about this some more.
Yes, you're supposed to think about it while you're watching it.
I guess so.
I'm just
I'll try
saying.
that for this next episode.
Okay.
I've been watching part 2 of Lupin, which just came out on Netflix this week, which is one of the best shows that came out in the last year or so. And I would highly recommend it. It's not a particularly long series, but it's pretty clever. And it is in French. So we're watching it in French with subtitles. And you don't need to know anything about Lupin to enjoy it. It's just pretty well done and with good acting and suspense.
There's karate in that, right?
Not so much karate, but like thievery and schemes. Lupin is the gentleman thief. So that should sort of give you an idea of the type of action that's going on here. Gentleman thief action.
Got it.
But also some more intense action as well later in the show. But it's real good. It's real good. We were excited that came back.
What's that on? Can I even watch that?
No, it's on Netflix.
No, it's on the Netflix.
Sorry.
Perfect.
I got another one for you on Netflix that you can't watch.
Hit me with it.
It's garbagey, so Wombat might be interested. Wombat.
I'm here.
Okay, I'm just making sure. You're supposed to go garbagey. I love garbage.
No, you do because you went to like Garbage Town for college.
What do you mean garbage town?
The garbage plates. I got it.
Thank
Keep
you.
going.
Rochester is not referred to as garbage town. Just because they have
I'm
home of the
pretty sure it
garbage.
is.
It's not. It's murder
Eat our
town.
Food. It's on trash cans.
It's murder
Welcome to
town.
Garbage Town. All our kids are named Oscar. Okay, go ahead.
No. We started and finished the first season of Bling Empire since our last show. Bling Empire is the Crazy Rich Asians reality show that's on Netflix. and it was pretty entertaining. It's only like 8 episodes.
I would not watch that.
Really? You don't watch any of those like Rich Housewives of the
no
so-and-sos?
I watch reality. I watch 2 types of. Actually, no. I take that back. 3 types of reality.
7 types of reality shows.
3 types.
Multiple dimensions.
None with
of reality.
Asians, though. That's where I draw the line.
I watch ones that involve food.
Okay.
I watch ones that involve Legos.
Okay. No, nothing in that so far.
And I watch
No
ones that
hits.
involve making knives or swords.
None of that in this show.
Then I'm not going to watch it.
This is rich, not just rich, but like super, like hundreds of millions of dollars rich Asians that are living in Los Angeles. And I don't know, it's dumb as fuck, but we were very entertained by it. So if you're looking for some like nice trash TV on Netflix, I highly recommend Bling Empire. There is nudity in like the 2nd episode, and that's the only nudity in the whole series.
Male or female?
Female Asian nudity.
Then forget it. I'm out.
Oh, she's 60. Does that turn you on?
Maybe a little bit.
Some nice 60-year-old Asian breasts for you. Anyway, yeah. That's what we've been watching pretty much.
I took one of your recommendations and watched it. I watched The Last Dragon.
Wow, is that why that's on here again?
That is on here. You piqued my interest last week when I was talking about Raya.
The Last Dragon.
I mean, I watched the trailer recently. It seemed like it was still good. Is it still good?
Not so much, but it's
No.
fine. It's
Which part is not so much?
I mean, it's
all of it.
It probably has its 80s slowness that some 80s movies have.
Exactly. Like it's way longer than it needs to be.
Mm.
And there's not a whole lot of plot the entire time, right? Like it's very, very minimal on the plot, but it's enjoyable enough to watch. It's weird because like his little brother, I don't know, he's like 10 maybe, is like super into sex, and he's like horning it up the entire movie.
He's like the comic relief.
Yeah. It's just a weird comic relief to have. Because the rest of the movie is like really tame, other than this like 10-year-old horn dog for the most part.
I just came back from the Boy Scout camping trip over the weekend, and some of those 10-year-old boys are pretty gross. So
yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not a realistic
I'm just
10-year-old boy, but it's just an interesting, like that was the comedic relief.
That's the angle they went for.
Yeah, that they leaned into that. But I don't know. It was enjoyable. I'm glad that I watched it. I feel like I needed to watch that movie.
Cool. That's cool. Those 10-year-old boys, by the way, I think they're getting more gross because of Oculus Quest 2 and their free-to-play games. I'm pretty sure that's a breeding ground for disgusting youth male behavior, because it's a lot of like teenagers, and then you have like 6-year-olds and everything in between. So
I don't think enough people have the Oculus for that to be the root cause of this problem.
Do you know how many Oculus Quest 2s have been sold? Would you like to guess?
6 million.
That's a pretty good guess. It's incorrect. Shipwreck, would you like to guess?
No.
Also a good guess.
Good guess. Excellent. You're right there with one. No, it's 15 million. So it's, not like, setting the world on fire, but it is the best-selling VR headset ever. No, I know I'm sort of joking, but I do feel like these teenagers are like feeding. The kids get on, they start screaming, and then the teenagers say like really disgusting things to them because there's no moderation on these things. And then the really young kids learn the super gross stuff from the 15-year-olds because they've had it yelled at them. That's my working theory. I'm going to write a thesis on it soon.
Could you?
I'm going to watch this week.
What's that say?
Is that Garbage Pail Kids, the cartoon?
It is Garbage Pail Kids, the cartoon, which I did not realize was a thing that existed.
I'm just learning this now.
Because it never aired in the U.S.
Oh.
Right? So
is it because it's too good?
1989. I think that's my thought as well, is that it was too good for TV.
Right.
So I need to check out Garbage Pail Kids, the complete series.
Did you have to import that from Europe?
No,
they made it finally.
They made it finally.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Is that like Shout Factory or Rhino?
no, this is a CBS DVD from the fine folks at Paramount.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all happening because I think the way I discovered it was they announced that there's a Garbage Pail Kids animated series in the works, maybe on Netflix or HBO or something. So yeah, I found this and I'm like, oh, I can watch this with my daughter. We can suffer our way through this.
Nice. All right. Here's a comment from Matthew who writes in. He says, "Thank you as always for doing your wonderful, fun, entertaining show. I would also like to throw out a recommendation for watch this, fellas. Clarkson's Farm. This is the guy from Top Gear. As stated, he bought a 1,000-acre farm. I liked it. Thought it was entertaining. I'm still boycotting Jeremy Clarkson because he got drunk and punched his producer in the face because his dinner wasn't ready. I don't feel like he's done his penance for that. So
he's still canceled.
I don't think anyone else has canceled him, but I have personally canceled him. For me, he's canceled.
That's how it works.
I find that behavior like pretty inexcusable. So unless he made a show about me, I'm not going to watch it. Even then, maybe not.